You alright guys, this is Matt Strats here. I'm just bringing you some Ghost commentary. This is on Overlord and the game style is kill confirmed. I do alright in it. I go on a pretty beastly streak at one point, so I'll let you watch the video. But I know you're probably thinking you do a lot of FIFA these days, Matt, and I do a lot of FIFA. The reason is because it gets quite a good response. But it doesn't mean to say I don't like doing commentaries, and the reason I started YouTube, obviously I wanted to put tutorials out there, but I also wanted to commentate. I really love commentating. So I don't care if people don't watch these. I'm still gonna make them every now and then, like once every week, just because I really like talking into the microphone and just like really talking to you guys. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna do on Matt's like life lessons, Matt's life lessons, and every week I'm gonna give a bit of inspirational talk to you guys, and like I say, if you've got any issues or you want any commentaries doing over a subject and you don't want to put in the comments, you want to inbox me, feel free to inbox me, and I won't name you, I'll keep it anonymous for you, and I'll just make a comment about that. But yeah, stuff's been happening recently, not good really for me. I'm not going to go into too much detail because again it's not worth dwelling on, but yeah, it's not been going well, shall we say. My life's not been as full as I wanted it to be. So, and to be honest, the only person that can change that is me, and I know that. So don't worry, don't get on my back and be like, Matt, you know, don't moan all the time. I know you've got to change it yourself. But the reason I'm here is I'm just here to talk to you about just things that happen. Like, okay, so something happened obviously recently, and it wasn't good. It was good to start with, and it went bad quickly, just through people like overreacting and things like that. But it's the way I'm dealing with it, which is I don't know, I'm a little bit just disappointed in myself, because you shouldn't let anybody or anything own you. Like, you are you. You shouldn't let people dictate on how you live your life. If you want to live it poorly, that's your choice, but you've chose that. You know what I mean? But if you want to live it to the full and utmost, you can do that as well, because that is your choice. And anybody that then starts to come in and dictates, and not even does it nastily, like they're not doing it meaning like to dictate, but some people will do that unintentionally, and if you're living for someone else, then you're not living for you, and I do believe that, and again, if you want to change that, you've got to change that yourself. So yeah, this is me just saying, do what you want to do, and I've said it loads of times, but this is a bit different this time. So things are going to come up in your life, things are going to happen, and they're going to test you, and these tests, again, they're character building, and they build you, they strengthen you. Even though it may not seem it at the time, they do make you into a better person, and they make you stronger for it. But it's how you deal with those situations that come up as to what kind of person you are, I guess. And I'm not going to get into like a religious debate on who sends these or how these things like crop up. I'm not religious. I'm not religious myself. So I just think that everything's chance, and it happens. And you go out and make your own. You go out and make your own destiny, you make your own life, you make your own choices. And yeah, so situations will arise, regardless of how this happens. Something will arise. So say, I don't know, I don't wish this on anybody, but the passing of a loved one or something like that, something will come up, and how you deal with it is entirely up to you. Like, I sort of curbs you as a person, you know what I mean? It shapes you as a person, as a human. And again, nothing's happened, nothing's lost. I haven't lost anybody in my family. Nobody's died. Don't worry. But it's just an example, shall we say? But yeah, it's those times that you really get to find out about yourself, and whether or not it's how you deal with it. Again, will make you who you are. I mean, some people shut off. Some people can just close away from the world and just isolate themselves for a few weeks and just deal with it that way. I'm not. I'm very much a talkative person. I like to get things out in the open. Hence why I'm on YouTube. But yeah, I like to express my opinions and voice them, as I feel that if you don't, it gets it bottles up inside, and it doesn't do you any good because you just keep dwelling on it, or it sometimes disappears, and then you'll always have that niggle in the back of your head, and it will resurface. It's these situations that it's how you deal with them that makes you you. And again, you can decide to deal with them poorly. You can lash out at people, and you can be destructive, shall we say, in your lifestyle. I'm not saying like how, but that can happen. That doesn't help you, and that doesn't really do anything for you in the long run. If anything, that hinders you because you're taking a step back from who you are. But if you decide to think, right, do you know what? That happened. It happened, and I don't know why it happened, but it did. And think, okay, I'm going to learn from this, and I'm going to build on. That to me is a more sensible idea. Now, you've always got people to talk to around you, and I use those people quite a lot. I use my work friends quite a lot to talk to, and I'm pretty sure they get bored of me. Like, they're sick of hearing it, because it happens like every fucking week. Something always happens, always comes up, and I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, Matt, it's happening, it's not it again. But they wouldn't say that to me, which is nice. They give me the advice. You don't really take other people's advice, which is why I'm not giving you advice on what happens, like if anything happens to you in your life like this. I will if you need me to, but I don't listen to advice very well. I don't even take my own advice. Like this commentary is aimed at me to listen to look back at and listen to myself. It's more than anything else. It's for you guys, but it's for me to sit there and listen to it and think, Matt, you've said these things, you know them, go do them. So yeah, it's like I say, these things arise, and you need to just push past them and move on the best you can. But in the same vein, if it's something that you can change, or if it's something that's worth changing, or if it's something that's worth trying, try it. Because not nastily, like drugs and shit. Don't do those. Don't do drugs, kids. But if you think something's worth going for, then you've got to try. Because if you don't try, you'll never know. And I do believe that as well. Like, I know, okay, I'll say it. I don't want to say it, but I'll say it. Okay, I've had another girl trouble. Yay, more relationship shitness. Obviously, I was with a girl, which was really nice. We had a really good time, blah, blah, blah. And then she freaked out on me and thought I was going on too strong, which I wasn't. I was just trying to sort my days out. I work quite a lot, so I'm just trying to get a day that we could both do. And she freaked out. She's like, ah. And now she's like, oh, I need to think about this. I was like, okay, fair enough. Now, for me, like I said, I see enough girls. But this one I quite liked, like more than the rest. And I did quite like her. And do you know what? I've just said to myself, I'm giving her the chance to choose and giving her the satisfaction of choosing. But it shouldn't be like that. It should be me saying, okay, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. If you don't want to see me again, that's fine. But this is what I've got to say. And I won't. I hate sitting back and watching things happen around me and unfold around me without getting involved. I'm one of these that wants to be in the heart of things. I want to, like, if something's going to happen and it's going to happen and I can't inevitably change that, I will do everything I can to put my opinion across and put my feelings into it and maybe influence things a little bit. That's what I do. And I believe that you've got to try. If it's worth trying for, if it's worth doing, and if you think it's worth trying for, then you've got to try. Because if you don't, like I say, you'll never know, and you'll always regret, and you'll always think, what happens if I'd have done this? And it's same if you're the other way around. Like, if you're in a different situation, if you're like her, and you've got somebody coming to you, and you don't know if you like them or not, you quite like them, but you're not sure. If you don't take that jump, or you don't take that chance, and think something that might happen, you'll never know, and you might never be truly satisfied with yourself because you didn't take that chance. Like, not everyone, I'm not going to say this, but I know it's relevant to this, but you can't tar everyone on the same brush, because not everyone's the same. You might just miss out on something really special if you don't allow yourself to try, and that's why I'm going to try everything I can to try and make this happen. And again, these things will happen and they will test you, and it's how you deal with them. That's what makes you you, and that's what builds you as a person. I hope you enjoyed this. Anyway, this has been my little rant. If you want to see more of these, like I say, leave in the comments, give me a suggestion, and I'll do another one. Otherwise, I'll pick my own topic. I've been Matt Stratz. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.